Welcome to taxreturnathome.com. Today we're going to be covering the H&R Block Tax Estimator. I'm going to show you guys how this estimator works and how it can really help you guys out. So let's get started here. So using the H&R Block Tax Estimator is a great way to find out if you're going to get a refund in the year or you're going to have to end up paying taxes. The estimator can save you from having to pay penalties and interest if you're going to underpay your taxes in the year. By doing a quick estimate online, if that calculation shows that you're going to owe taxes at the end of the year and incur a penalty, you can make a payment right now to save them, to lower those penalties and possibly eliminate any penalties or interest. The calculator is also going to tell you exactly what documentation you're going to need when it comes time to file your taxes, so that's great. We're going to go later in this video to taxreturnathome.com. Along with using the estimator, you can file your taxes right at our site, so you can do both. You know, at any point in the year you can use that estimator, and then later in the year or after into the new year, when it comes time to file those taxes, you can do that through our site. If you're self-employed, this calculator is going to work great for you guys, because having a Schedule C business, you're going to have so many expenses to account for and different sources of income, and it's going to categorize all that and simplify it for you guys. So it'll tell you, if you have that small business, if you haven't paid quarterly taxes, what your tax bill is going to end up being. So that really does help. I can personally guarantee this calculator will find the deductions that you probably never knew about, and it's going to end up saving you money and increasing that refund of yours. So let's go to the site right now. So this is taxreturnathome.com. This is where you can use that online estimator, and we're going to go to that real quick. So taxreturnathome.com. You can click on this first link here. I'll let that load up. So on this site here, you go right over here to the top, and this is going to be where you can use that calculator. So I'm just going to do a quick example for you guys and how this works. So let's say married filing jointly, your age, just make up an age, 2011 wages, put some numbers in there, calculate it. Okay. Now it's processing. Now it's gonna it can get a little more detailed depending on how accurate you want that estimate to be. So number of dependents you're gonna claim. This is gonna be, say if you're married and you have one kid, then you count yourself, your spouse, and your kids. So you have 3. We're not gonna fill all this out, but you can fill that out with the information of the dependents. Income, so let's just make up an amount. Spouse, say 20, say 500. Continue. Now we're going to go to expenses, any state taxes that you paid, mortgage interest, so 2,000. So let's just say you don't have any of these other ones, but charitable donations, job expenses, tax preparation fees. It's going to ask you all the same information that when it comes time to file your tax return, they're going to ask these same questions. So that's why this estimator is so accurate, because it asks the exact same questions. So right there, based on the information we put in, it's telling us our refund is going to be $1,115. Let's click on detailed results. It shows you exactly how we got to that refund amount. What's great about this estimator is you can use it anytime during the year. So if your situation changed throughout the year, say you got married in the middle of the year, you can put that in this estimator, and it's going to show you how it's going to affect your taxes, because prior to becoming married, your withholdings on your taxes were based on you being single, and now that you're married, most likely your refund's going to go up, okay? Because your tax rate is more when you're single. So that's great. It lays it all out here for you. You can print that, you can see. And then you can kind of, you know, have a good picture of what your refund's going to be. And if you do, like I talked about earlier in the video, if you have a small business, if you're not paying quarterly taxes, say this is the first year you've owned a small business, most likely if you had a profit, you're going to owe some taxes. So this is going to show you, if you have that Schedule C business, what, you know, at what level you're going to end up paying taxes. So that'll really help for you guys, help you guys out there that have small businesses. So that's how it works. Let's back up here so I can show you guys again exactly how to do this. So taxreturnathome.com up here. Again, you can prepare your taxes through this site and use the online estimator. So it's a great tool. So we'll click on this link. Any of these highlighted bolded words will take you there. Okay. So tax calculators and tips, and then we start here, and once you calculate, then it's going to get more detailed, and you can put in as much information as you want. So that's how that works. And we'll cover this real quick. The estimator is going to take into account any job expenses you had that weren't reimbursed by your employer, because that's something that a lot of people miss. If they had job expenses that weren't reimbursed, you can get a deduction for that, and it's going to increase your refund, and the estimator is going to account for that. Again, I recommend using the estimator throughout the year. Use it as much as you want. Use it over and over again as your situation changes. Then you really have a good picture of what your refund's going to be, or how much taxes you're going to owe at the end of the year. So I hope this video helped you guys out. I hope you guys check out taxreturnathome.com and watch some of the other videos we have out there. Thanks.